So welcome to day 146 of scaling my marketing agency to 10k a month. I am in my bedroom at the desk where I do all my work after a nice long day of work today. I'm keeping up with the videos now where I'm actually recording them after I finish a day. So like, fucking great stuff. Cool, busy day. I've not Let me start with all the positives. So I technically cash collected 1.1k today because I had a payment that came through on a number that was already counted like before. So like that money for the payment plans coming through. I then had and a person, I had a client sign up essentially. It's because I had this call like over a month ago and the guy ended up going ahead. I tried sending in the Klarna route so I could cash collect 1.8 today, but it's because he wanted to do it through like the business account and as a tax expense, etc., etc. We're doing the 600 a month, so I had the 500 from the 1500, the last payment of the 1500, and then I have his as the first payment of his 600 out of 1.8. So yeah, we're all signed on the contract. He's paid that first payment, and I'll just put it in my calendar when to bump him for the next ones. Because yeah, he's like bank transferred it, so it's just like, you know what, I'll just let it be and do that, so I don't have to do Stripe fees, and I don't have any. Like, there will be no problems with just putting it in my calendar and bumping him about it. So yeah, shouldn't be any issue with that at all. So yeah, obviously that's positive. We've got a new client that's come on board. It's just everything is so fucking tiring at the minute. Like I was even thinking about a second ago how I start this as being like it's day 166 or whatever the fuck, like day 146 of scaling my marketing agency to 10k a month. Like me saying that part isn't big anymore, not because I've said it 146 times at least, but like this year I mean, but because there's this funny thing about like when you set a goal and it's a big goal and you've worked essentially for 9 months straight already, almost 10 months straight with that one, even if there's different things you're doing in life in general, as not everybody works 24/7, but as your like main goal, I guess, in life in general, you then start to realize that, yeah, like essentially when you work on it for so long, there'll be a point where I do hit the 10k a month. And I remember my mentor saying that obviously it was a goal of his for so long, but when he actually hit it, he didn't even like realize, because you get to a point where you've done months where it's like 6 or 7, and you realize there's not much difference between you earning that and doing the 10. It's just a few more sales. And because there's just so much pain that comes like with it, of like getting yourself to that point in the first place, then like it's when it does happen, it's just like, oh yeah, well, I was waiting a long fucking time for that to happen, so it's not like any different or whatever. But yeah, I guess like it just shows at a time of like growth as well, because I took in 1.1 today and I'm not like going mental, which I guess 4 or 5 months ago I technically would have been, because yeah, I mean back in January I don't even think I earned a fucking cent, mate. Um, no, in February I definitely didn't, and like January I think I made about like 500 quid or whatever. So yeah, like it makes complete sense. Um, and so yeah, it's just a sign of the times about the fact that now, because I'm spending so much and I've got all these other things going on that I'm trying to, invest in, like a proper team member and all these things, having clients come on, having difficult conversations with clients going off. It's just like a lot of fucking stuff is going on essentially. Just trying to manage all that, manage the emotions of it, everything. It's like so incredibly difficult, but it is what it is. And one thing that my mentor just never stops saying to me is it never stops. Like the anxiety, like if you want to grow consistently and constantly, then you have to by default you have to be uncomfortable and like in pain and anxious and all of these things by default. The reason for that is because if you want to grow, ultimately what that means is you're going to a place where you've never been before, and what comes with that is that you don't know how to deal with those challenges when they come. And that's what achieving your goals is. It's meeting discomfort and pain and difficult situations and being able to get through them, get to the other side, and succumb them. And once that happens, all of a sudden you're at level 2, level 3, level 4, and you just keep going. And that's why it like makes me think about like what can I say overall about like happiness and all this stuff, and about the fact that it's in the journey, it's not in the achieving it, because you're always moving on to the next thing. So these are definitely things that I should think about like fucking long term, but now it's, let's be honest, that's not a priority at the minute. I mean, to be fully transparent, even like tomorrow morning I have a like kind of consultation to see if someone, essentially with a therapist, to see if that will be good for me. And I think from what we have said and what I know about this person, we'll see on the call, but it does seem like it will be a good thing for me, and in that case I will do it. But I do still think at the same time that like brute force kind of is the way with this kind of stuff. In terms of when you're just in the fucking pits of it, and like, I don't have enough money to be going out at the weekends because I quit my job to do this. I don't have enough money to, yeah, like, yeah, I don't have enough money to be like buying a car and driving it about and enjoy myself. So it's like if I want those really basic things, and not only those basic things, but the life that I want to build for myself, like my girlfriend and like our like family as a future, then like thinking about happiness and all of these things like isn't gonna get me closer to there. There is the bottleneck has been in the past that where I haven't focused on mental health at all, I've just completely like burnt out and gone crazy. Haven't ended up in like fucking hospital yet, but like mentally I've just been completely cooked. Probably worse than fucking hospital, because I mean like for a month I basically just wanted to fucking quit the business so bad. It was like incredible. Like this whole month essentially, like, or the end of April to like just a fucking few days ago, that was the case. So like essentially almost a month of thinking that consistently. So it's like things are really difficult. It's like really hard to get it to where you want it to be, but that's exactly why it's worth it. And you know, me saying all these things negative, like it doesn't stop the positives that have happened today. And like, I've had sales calls, I've had conversations with clients, and I've dialed some of the leads for my clients as well, and I've reached out to somebody to try and get a setter in place. It's like I've done those inputs, and that's all I can focus on is my inputs and controlling my mindset, controlling not just my hours at work but my activities at work, how much I'm getting done, and then from there things will get better over time. And that's how growth works, and you just have to manage it, see day by day to get to those points.